Well, hello, my friends. It's your old buddy Tom in Florida. I hope this finds you well. I wanted to give you a brief update video. I still hear from so many of you, and I'm thankful for it. Checking in to make sure I'm still alive, I'm doing well. Do I still believe? Do I still read Neville? Come on, man. Once you find the truth, there is no other truth except that ever expanding illumination of truth. And what a ride it is to ride that light wave of expansion. So, a few things. Number one, keep reading Neville, will ya? The one guy, thank you, brother, for saying this, said something like, don't you see, guys, Tom is trying to get us to apply what we've already heard and understood and read. Yes, that's 100% correct. On a personal level, I've just been consumed. I got to take care of my family. My world and my boat has been a rockin', and I'm as much in faith for just life as you guys are, right? I'm having very profound experiences in the spirit, lucid dreaming, out of body type experiences. I know what Neville talks about with worlds being within worlds. That's absolutely been my focus and my interest is honestly trying to get a handle on it because it is some wild and some woolly stuff. And it's just above my pay grade, guys. It's beyond anything I've experienced. It's shown me pretty clearly that what I have experienced so far is an adumbration, and I'm in the act of waking as much as you guys, as much as Neville was, as he, he eventually ultimately experienced the ultimate. But anyway, that's my interest is plumbing the depths of what does that mean? Not just intellectually understanding it, which is fabulous, but you've got to experience this stuff, which means you've got to apply it for yourself. And so the wisdom in imagining for things in this world of shadows is that it leads you to a reality proper, I would call it. God's kingdom, which is eternal and real and includes a multiverse. And it's fabulous. And quite frankly, how can I teach on something that I am just beginning to unravel myself? So that's one part of it. Why you haven't seen me in over a year now. I can't believe it. It's just, time just flies. And secondly, I do want to say this. This gospel, guys, is the gospel. Paul said, if anybody preaches any other gospel to you, let him be accursed. There is nothing but God in the world. God became man, and he is you. You are the individualized expression of God himself, and there's nothing but his grand living body expressing in all of the universe, which includes the multiverse. So to me, this message is holy, amazing, wonderful, fearful. It is unlike anything else that I've ever discovered, nor will I ever. This is the message. And because of that, I take it very seriously and therefore wanted to establish myself in a healthy career where it gives me the time freedom and the money freedom to come and do this without charge. I dip my toe in the water of the coaching, and this for me, I'm just sorry, it's not a business opportunity. I don't want to taint the purity and the beauty of this message. I don't want to give a single skeptic an excuse to point his finger and say, see, it's just about the money. So I've worked very, very hard to get to this point where I can ride out this current storm of life that we're all facing and come to you with a clear conscience and come to you with no ulterior motive except that I love this message. I love Jesus, and he is your own wonderful human imagination, which is the divine imagination. That is the glory. And yet you are an ever increasing infinite scale of a consciousness continuum to unravel and discover the glory that you are, God the Father. There's only one being in all of the world, and it's God. And in his love, he gave himself to us, for us, and has laid himself within us in our very own skull in the place of Golgotha. Calvary is where he's buried, and that's within you. God has laid eternity within the mind of man. So that's where I've been dwelling. You can use the law not just for things in the shadow world. In fact, I'd encourage you to transcend that and start imagining for promise-related themes within your own consciousness, within your own self. Ask yourself these tough questions. Who am I really? and plumb the depth of it, and it's wonderful and it's glorious, and you'll find that you are your own unique expression of God Himself. And we only see it partially now, as dimly through a mirror, as Paul says. But we'll see it clearly in full, and we're being renewed day by day, as in a mirror, by the glory, which is God Himself, the glory of the Lord. And the Lord is the I Am. And you are the Lord of your own universe. Nobody else is experiencing a world as you are. And so you are the Lord of it, truly. You're the I Am. And it's beautiful, profound stuff, so meditate deeply upon it. I just want to encourage you with what's happening in the world with COVID-19. It's nothing more than a symbol. The whole world is full of symbols. All of it has meaning, and much of it is what you ascribe to that meaning. But is it any wonder that when you browse social media, and while you don't see me on there very much, you see hatred and I hate the president, or I love the president and I hate the Dems, or this religious or political figure. Listen, it's just a cesspool of consciousness on a collective scale. And so what do you think the world is mirroring back at us right now? But fear not, Jesus is made to say, my kingdom is not of this world. You need not struggle against anything in this world. I'm talking about an entirely different age. Time is completely different there. Time operates such that it almost looks like our world is frozen. And that hierarchy of that one being, which includes the angels and the seraphim and those saints that have gone on before, that are clothed in glory, that have awakened to the promise, they can see your thoughts coming from afar. Read Psalm 139 and you'll get a better insight. But they, to us, things move here quickly like normal time, but they see your thoughts before it's even fully formed, and therefore they can intervene on a level that's just beyond description here. So again, how can I teach something that I myself was just discovering, and I still am, but I've encountered enough and experienced enough that I can now speak to you and have some time with COVID-19 happening, where my real estate business is probably cut in half right now. But thank God the law is the law. I'm still using it for my career, and it's got me to a point where I can be okay for a decent period of time. And so I want to come back and be able to encourage you. My encouragement today is, I'll post a link below. One lecture that really blessed me of Neville's is the Battle of Armageddon. And it has nothing to do, the end of times has nothing to do with anything on this level. Again, my kingdom is not of this world. It has everything to do with the battle that rages within your own consciousness, within your own mind. It's a battle for ideologies. So I'm going to post that link below. And what I would encourage you to do is go through websites like this one, which is realneville.com. There's a few of them out there, not my website, not self-promoting it. But I personally just scroll through as I'm in tune with that spirit that's within me, and I look for a title to jump out at me, and then I'll click and then I'll read that. And then when I read a passage, it just arrests my attention. I'll camp out there for a while, and I'll meditate, and I'll marinate, and I'll contemplate. Sometimes I'll fall asleep just deeply revolving over within my mind these principles and these precepts and these ideas. And search them out for yourself. All the answers you need are within you. The kingdom is within you. The Spirit of God is within you. And you're going to find that your spirit and His Spirit are one and the same. So I'd encourage you to go there to feast on the banqueting table that we have before us in Scripture, in the Bible, excuse me, in the Bible, and really in unveiling its hidden inner meaning. It's glorious beyond compare. So I encourage you to read Neville that way, to be led of the Spirit. I encourage you to read the Bible that way, to be led of the Spirit, and understand that it's all addressed to you. All of the characters are different personifications of higher living entities, energies, energy systems, and aspects of God in His one beautiful diamond-like mind, and all of it shining brilliance and glory. And it is infinite for you to discover, to enjoy, to adventure, both in this world of shadows, which is your waking dream as you're waking up from it, and those that lie within and beyond. Happy adventuring. I'm going to talk more about that, how to access those realms, but I'll give you a spoiler alert. Neville's been telling you all along, get in a sleepy, drowsy state. Play tag with sleep. As soon as you sense sleep coming on and you're about gone, tag yourself and wake back up and try to linger right in that state between waking and sleeping, and pay attention to those hypnagogic images. Pay attention to to the conversations that you hear. They'll astound you. You'll be like, how is that even coming from me? You'll catch yourself in complaints and murmurings and grumblings, and it's stuff that's buried within your consciousness, in your subconscious. And is it any wonder that odd, unusual things are manifesting in your world? I'm telling you, they're directly correlated. The inner world is what's reflected perfectly in your outer. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. It'll unravel all the mysteries for you. So keep going there. I'll be back hopefully more often here in this season that we're currently in. I'm sorry that I've missed you for a while. Those of you that have reached out, don't feel bad that I haven't responded. I haven't responded to a single soul, so it's nothing personal, I promise. Please do not stalk my family members. I've had a couple family members be contacted from just anonymous people on the internet. Honestly, that's one reason why I've disappeared for a while. I don't like that. Personally, it's something I have to deal with. It's also why I've shied off social media. So these are my own internal things that I have to deal with and face that and basically sacrifice myself, which sounds stupid to say, but I'm learning to not take myself so seriously too, which has been a big part of this. A lot of this for me is not inflating an ego or a personality. We're all persons. In Greek, it literally means a mask. We are the mask that God wears, and so there's a season of that dying and falling away, and I've been in that season and being okay with coming back. So I'm rambling on now, but I just want to give you a little insight because I do love you guys. I do value this community that is here on my channel because, frankly, I've got nowhere else to go. And I'm going to talk more about that. And anyway, I love you. Hang in there, and we'll talk soon, okay? Bye-bye.